hardest part, I guess, is getting the assessors out, having to go through the process. And I think that's a lot of people's minds maybe too, is that you've lost your house, but where are you going to be for the next 12 months? You know,
do you know where you're going to be?
No, we don't. We don't. You know, we're sort of thinking, well, what are we going to do now? You know, where are we going to stay? You've got a business here, and you know, we have a boat charter business, so, you know, not that that's working at the moment. We've lost a lot of that. You know, the whole town, I mean, it's just so sad. It's just, I've not been in a fire like this, but I've seen fires on TV, but never like this. You know, so yeah, it's, like I said, we're the lucky ones. There's people out there who are not so lucky, who probably don't have anything to go back to, who don't have any money in the bank, who don't have insurance, you know. Where are they going to stay? They might not have any family around either. It's a sad thing for the town, I think.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT. This is TakeOver Sydney. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Banks.
We are white hot in Sydney, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to be home. And Tyler Bate, while he's a long way from home, feels nothing but love here tonight in Sydney, Australia. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, all proceeds from this show are heading to bushfire relief all over Australia. We thank you so much for joining us. And what a white hot start this is going to be. Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne, and this crowd is fired up here. This is going to be a hell of an evening, ladies and gentlemen. 4 title matches and 2 incredibly intriguing matches on top of that. 6 total. We appreciate all of your support for the Red Cross. But we're one of these people have a big red cross next to their name. This is the Bruiserweight.
And his opponent from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Raucous reception for both men. And this match, well, this is going to go a long way to determining who will be in line, in my opinion, for either a North American Championship or maybe even the top gong here on NXT, the NXT Championship. But of course, we don't even have an NXT champion yet. That'll be decided later on in the main event, when the home country hero, Buddy Murphy, arrives here in Sydney to take on Baron Corbin for that NXT title. But this ain't about titles. This is real personal. Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. This has been going on for not only just on SmackDown a few months ago, but for their whole lives. These guys have known each other for so long. Listen to this place. We are underway. These two link up in the middle of the ring, and Pete Dunne already pushing Tyler Bate back. Dunne in the black. And oh, look out. Tyler Bate in the white, but I tell you what, there is no love lost between these two men here. Oh, Pete Dunne lights up Tyler Bate there. Oh, quick roll up there. Quick roll up there from Pete Dunne. Referee waits till the shoulders are on the canvas. It's a kick out from Tyler Bate. Very cagey opening to this one. Pete Dunne has drawn first blood, but there's Tyler Bate with his opportunity now. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Almost a tilt-a-whirl roll up now this time. And just a 1 count from Tyler Bate. Dunne scrambles to his feet. Tyler Bate, Irish whips him off, sets him in, and a big boot. Absolutely picture perfect from Tyler Bate. And look at this. Oh, he's going to try and wrap him up early here. Might be looking for the submission, and this is shades of Pete Dunne himself. Oh, but Dunne knows the escape. Such a mat technician, both of them are. Pete Dunne, oh, look out. From behind. Oh, just a 1 count there. Both men scramble to their feet yet again. This time, this very technical battle here at the moment. As Tyler Bate escapes. Tyler Bate turns him around, sends him off into the corner. And then Tyler Bate, oh, look out, he got rebuffed by Pete Dunne. Quick paced action, and oh, Pete Dunne might look to slow it down now after that backbreaker. Pete Dunne, this crowd is absolutely white hot here in Sydney. As Pete Dunne continues to hammer away. Oh, look at this from Pete Dunne. And he's wrenching the arm. Oh, now he's going to get him back for what he just did. Very similar position here. And Pete Dunne, oh, with the knees into the lower back of Tyler Bate. You can feel the personal animosity between these two. Both men want to be considered the best that Britain has to offer. Best the world has to offer, for that matter. As again, Tyler Bate able to scramble clear. Tyler Bate with a shot. And then Pete Dunne. Oh, beautiful technique from Tyler Bate. He rolls over with the bridge. Only gets a 1 count. Again, Dunne scrambling back up to his feet. Bate looking for the drop kick. Couldn't find it. Pete Dunne got a shot right to the midsection, and Dunne hooks him up. Oh, took him down and then cinched in the armbar here. But Bate rolled out, but Dunne held on. Bate rolled out and Dunne held on, and look out again. He's going to stretch him up again. Pete Dunne manipulating. Oh my goodness me. The referee's going to have to check if Tyler Bates' arm is broken. Oh, what a chop that was. And Dunne tries to fire up again, but Tyler Bate rebuffs that, and then he's got a chop of his own. Now Bate sends him in off the rope. Oh, up and over goes Pete Dunne. And he snaps the neck as Tyler Bate. And then to the second rope. It has been non-stop. Oh, he was looking for the knee. Dunne got out of the way. Dunne got out of the way. Oh, no. He got the Kimura. Kimura locked in. More manipulation from Dunne on those limbs. And Tyler Bate, rolls out expertly. Does Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate gets a run up. Oh, and a monkey flip from Tyler Bate. Lands on the money. Now Bate sends him into the corner. He's going to try it again, is he? No. Shot to the midsection. Uh-oh. Look out. Looking to roll him through, but Pete Dunne held his feet. Oh. Right hand to Tyler Bate. Look out. He's going to get another backbreaker there, and Pete Dunne is honing in now. It's Pete Dunne. White hot. Sydney crowd up and about for this one. Hoping that their hometown, home country hero, Buddy Murphy, is going to be walking out of here with the NXT Championship. Also, Sasha Banks versus Asuka for the Women's Championship. As Pete Dunne sends him into the corner, bounces out, and Pete Dunne again. He's really slowing the pace, and that definitely aids Dunne in his quest for victory. Tyler Bate is feeling the effects of Pete Dunne working on that lower back. Oh, that ain't a shot to the lower back. That was a shot right to the chops. An open hand slap to the face from Pete Dunne. So tries for another backbreaker, but out of the way. Oh my goodness me, the power for the big strong boy, and he nips up as well. And Pete Dunne in the corner, and he gets lined up in a European uppercut. These two men, quite clearly, two of the best in Britain. And now, he's going around and round and round. Oh, wait a minute. He's going to go the other way. Tyler Banks has everybody on their feet here in Sydney. And Pete Dunne is going to be feeling a little worse for wear, but I think Bate is as well. Bate is struggling. Pete Dunne doesn't know where he is. Look out. Rolling through with a European uppercut while Pete Dunne was seated on the mat. And now Tyler Bate with a full head of steam knocks into the outside. And Tyler Bate now is rolling here. Tyler Bate is rolling from the apron. Oh no, Dunn got out of the way. Look out, Dunn, shot to the midsection. Oh my God, sit out power bomb on the floor. A sit out power bomb on the floor, and now Pete Dunn, oh no. From the apron to the floor with the elbow drop. And Dunn's trying to waste no time here. Forearm on the money. Dunn whips him off. Look out! Oh my God, snap German. Held on with the bridge. Is it enough? Tyler Bate kicks out. Tyler Bate able to avoid the 3 count there from Pete Dunn. Bate sent in, and Pete Dunn now, look at this. He's just wrenching on the face. The referee was warning Pete Dunn that if he had to maintain that he would have disqualified him, and now Pete Dunn with more joint manipulation. Oh, God. Everything Pete Dunn does hurts, and including this, the arm triangle. It is locked in. The triangle is locked in. Tyler Bate may have to fade away, or Pete Dunn let it go. Pete Dunn let it go. He might be exhausted here. He might have thrown his best punch. But Tyler Bate is faded here. Tyler Bate is faded. I think that's why he let it go. But Tyler Bate, no. He recovers. He reverses the suplex. Picks him up for a stole. Brain buster from hell. 1, 2. Tyler Bate stole it. No. Pete Dunn thought he had him faded enough after the triangle to set him up. But instead, it was Pete Dunn who got spiked, and this match is just spiked. It has turned on its head here. As Bate now, set him off. The ample post, the ring post, and a knee right to the jaw. And now, this is the opportunity for Tyler Bate here. Another uppercut from Bate. And now Bate, and he sent him all the way over. And now Tyler Bate, he might be thinking he's going to fly here. Look out! Tyler Bate takes flight. And there is absolutely no love lost here from the apron to the floor again. Tyler Bate willing to put it all on the line here. To be named the best in Britain as Tyler Bate now to the top rope. He's going to go even more to the high red district. Look out, drop kick, no, rebuffed. Rebuffed from Pete Dunn. And Dunn now, look out, he's hooked him up. Look out, Jesus! Spiked him, held on for the bridge, he's gonna put him away, no! But Dunn ain't done. He was looking for the bitter end there, but he moved out of the way. Bate moved out of the way! Deadlift, Sato suplex. Bate's still got a heartbeat, so he's still gonna fight, he's still gonna fly! Spiral tap! Unbelievable! 2! Is it over? No! Sydney is on their feet as they exchange. Dunn caught the leg. Dunn caught the leg, and then a shot to the midsection. It's back and forth, but it's an X-plex into the cover. He holds on. It's got to be over. It has to be over. No. Tyler Bate hangs on for the tightest of 2.9s. And did you think it was going to be any other way? Dunn, unrelenting as always. Throwing the shots, throwing the jabs. The first one missed, the second 2 didn't. It's Pete Dunn now. Look out, I thought he was going to throw him outside the ring, but he held on. He held on, and look at this. This is the personal hatred between these two, the personal animosity, but also the desire to be the best. Dunn sends him into the corner, and this is not good. Look at this, more. Joint manipulation from Pete Dunne. This is his wheelhouse. Bate struggles out of the corner and a shot. And now look at this. He's just got that grip right under the nose. And then he just forces you into the canvas. And look out. Oh my God. Pete Dunne just rocked him with a shot. And oh, wait a minute. Tyler Bate just got straight back up. Tyler Bate is here. And Tyler Bate, look out. Rebound. Clothesline. Almost took him out of his boots. Tyler Bate flares up, fighting spirit. Tyler Driver. Tyler Driver. 2. No. And Pete Dunne gets to his feet. Dunne gets to his feet. Screams in his face. Unbelievable. Shot to the face. Bitter end. 1, 2. Pete Dunne defeats Tyler Bates. What on earth? Both men showing the resilience. Look at this from Tyler Bate. Ducks under the clothesline and then nails Pete Dunne. He nailed him with the Tyler Driver. I thought it was over, but Pete Dunne gets straight back to his feet, screams in his face and says, I'm the best.
Here is your winner, the Bruiserweight,
Pete Dunne all of a sudden could call himself the best of Britain. What a match. What a way to start the show. And hang on a second, what the hell is Robert Roode doing here? Robert Roode is just storming. We know he's had a fair bit of trouble with Kalisto. He hasn't had anything trouble with Pete Dunne though. I think Robert Roode's just pissed off with the world right now. What the hell's he doing out here? He's just screaming at Pete Dunne here at the moment. Dunne doesn't look like he's willing to give up, but Pete Dunne has decided that he's going to take off, and Robert Roode's still talking trash to him, but Pete Dunne just been through a grueling matchup with Tyler Bate. What a way to start the show, but the hell is Robert Roode doing here? Still going on about disrespect. He wants to fight Kalisto right now. Wow. He's going to say he'll end his career if he doesn't come out here and fight him right now. Now look at that on the entranceway. Kalisto's here. Wait, what? What does that mean? Well, I don't speak any other languages, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, look in the ring. Look in the ring right now. Robert Roode is surrounded. Can somebody find out what that means, what he just said? Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik. We know they're the buddies of Kalisto, but this is a different look. Robert Roode still talking trash. Look out! Lindsay Dorado is taking it to Robert Roode here. What is going on? This new look at, oh my God. Now Grand Metalik to the top rope here. What is Grand Metalik doing here? Oh my God. And now Lindsay Dorado to the top. What were those 3 words that... Jesus! Both men, oh my God! They are absolutely decimating Robert Roode. Wait a minute, Lindsay's gone to the top with Grand Metalik. Both, surely not. Both men standing on top. Oh my God! Robert Roode destroyed by Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik. What do the three words mean that Kalisto said? Kalisto's back. What does that mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure what we've just seen. It's a direct message. But I know what this means. The next match we have for you is the Dutch Destroyer, Alistair Black, versus Chad Gable. This one should be white hot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Well, Chad Gable arrives here in Sydney, Australia, ladies and gentlemen, with the Dutch Destroyer, Alistair Black, on his mind as this stat card continues. I'm still wondering those three words. Hopefully we'll find out a little bit later and we get a translator in the back for what Kalisto said, but you don't need a translator to understand this. The Dutch Destroyer is in the building.
And his opponent from Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing in at 215 pounds, Alistair Black.
This, ladies and gentlemen, has the potential to be a show stealer. Alistair Black arrives here tonight with destruction on his mind. But the big question is, who of the two men will be the fittest going into this match? Will Alistair Black have fully recovered from the injuries sustained at the hands of that Singapore Cane and Chad Gable? Will Chad Gable have recovered from his shots that he received as well, but also the two F5s on the floor delivered just weeks ago by Brock Lesnar? Alistair Black is the ultimate audit for injuries. But Chad Gable knows his way around a wrestling ring as well. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is combustible, to say the very, very least. Alistair Black, with the cold, dead stare, looks around at this Sydney audience that is sold out from the front to the back. This is going to be very, very interesting. And if I'm not mistaken, just under that coat that Alistair Black's wearing, I think I just spotted some tape. So perhaps the Dutch Destroyer is not at 100%, but neither is Chad Gable. You see that there, ladies and gentlemen, underway. The NXT Chapter in effect, and Black had barely even got his eyes up. He took his eyes off Chad Gable for 2 seconds, and Gable is going straight after it. Chad Gable taking the opportunity. He knows how important this is, and you can see the injuries evident on both men. Chad Gable already the top. Oh, and a senton right down onto the midsection, and he's going right after the midsection, and this is a very, very good strategy. He hit him right out of the gate. Try and take Alistair Black's power away from him, and oh yes, again, right to the midsection again. Gable's come in with a game plan, no doubt. Look at this, another shot again from Chad Gable, and now Gable is going to send him into the turnbuckle. Oh, and already Chad Gable with a very, very clear game plan to go after that injured midsection. He said in that confrontation at the live event in Melbourne that he wanted to face Alistair Black like a man without using any weapons. He reckons he can put Black away without it, and it would be probably the biggest win in his career if he was able to put Black away tonight. And if he hits that chaos theory, you know that it is almost curtains for Alistair Black, as with that injured midsection, there'll be no coming back from that. But again, Black has that devastating black mass, and that'll turn anyone's lights out, whether you're 100%, 1,000%, 2,000% healthy. That'll turn you out. Look out again. Right to the midsection again from Gable, and this is very sound strategy. And if you give someone the amount of skill of Gable an opening, he will exploit it, and that's exactly what he's doing. Look at that. Both knees, direct pressure, and he's got him bowed over the top of those knees and just wrenching down, and Black knows the importance of trying to get out. Looks for the cover. Gable doesn't want to be pinned. Black coming back. Oh, the knee. And that might just give him the separation that he needed. And Alistair Black again. No. Oh, he got caught. And another shot to that midsection. And Gable is really hammering away. And he's just picked the perfect game plan. And it was an obvious game plan. But sometimes the most obvious strategy is the best strategy. Chad Gable really started this match off perfectly. Black was striking his patented pose, and Gable was able to take advantage of that. And now Chad Gable sends Alistair Black to the outside, and Chad Gable already is doing bits here, and he is a big-time player, is Chad Gable. He used to struggle on this stage. He said that himself. He self-admitted that he used to struggle on this big stage against these big opponents, but now he feels at home since being trained, honed his craft in the ESM Performance Center. Now you can just see the physical shape that he's in. You can see the way that he carries himself. He's a different entity. Love or hate ESM, they do what they have to do. And oh, look out if there was any lingering injuries to the midsection, this time of Gable, then they will be exploited in this one as well, as the Dutch Destroyer doesn't discriminate when it comes to which body part he wants to tear apart. And this again here. Look at this, and that's what I mean. He goes to the leg, he changes the levels, goes to the head, then to the midsection. He'll hurt you everywhere. Gable focused on one part. I'd be focusing on the legs, because this is the threat that the legs, and the arms for that matter, pose. And the knees, the elbows, everything of Alistair Black is used as a weapon. Chad Gable again, just, oh, and he's looking for another shot there. But this time Gable, look at this, brilliant. Takes him down, grounds the Dutchman. And this is what you've got to do. Oh, and while slamming the arm in, he also slammed that midsection. And Gable again, just look at that, wound up that kick, and he continues to hammer away on Alistair Black's midsection. Gable has really turned this into a game of chess, which is what you've got to do. You can't fight on emotion. You can't rush in against Alistair Black, because if you rush in against Alistair Black, you'll get caught with that black mass and it's over. And again, going back to the midsection. Will this make Black tap out? This could potentially end the match right here, depending on the size of the injuries and the degree of the injuries on Alistair Black. And he lets it go, does Chad Gable, to then go back to the well and continue to work. Brilliant from Gable, brilliant strategy. No doubt he's been strategizing with Eric Bischoff, as Paul Heyman is currently out on the injured list after getting absolutely decimated by Brock Lesnar. No doubt Eric Bischoff, who's been largely in the behind-the-scenes role, has not been at the arenas. But I'll tell you what, Black might not be at the arena very much longer. All the way down onto the midsection. And when have you seen Alistair Black in this sort of situation? Down into the cover. One. That could definitely be enough. Alistair Black is in trouble. Oh my God. Alistair Black sits up. Black sits up. And he looks like he's seen a ghost. He comes in. Oh my God. He got stopped down. Alistair Black may have, just like Drew McIntyre, taken a piece of the Undertaker's soul with him after the battles they had. Look out. Black again. We've seen Drew McIntyre do it. We've seen Alistair Black do it. Taking pieces of the soul. And he may have taken a piece of his nose on his shin with that shot. And Black is firing up. There is something in the air tonight. We saw it with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. These athletes are wanting to show up and show out in Sydney on the biggest night for NXT. No, Black. That open palm strike, and then another shot, and Alistair Black wearing down Chad Gable here, picks him up. Look out, this is not good. He is being assaulted here at the moment, and Alistair Black might be calling him on. Alistair Black might be looking to put him away. What a shot from Alistair Black. And Chad Gable is finding himself in a huge problem here. Black using his body weight. Gable trying to roll out, but I don't know if you can avoid him even out there. Alistair Black has gone to another gear here. We've seen it on all the big stages. We've seen it at SummerSlam, WrestleMania, anything you want. Black is bringing it at TakeOver. Gable's trying desperately to roll away. He's in big trouble. Black with a double foot stomp. And now he's going to run into the cover. He scrambles towards the cover. Does Alistair Black? He thinks he's done enough. So do I. Chad Gable refuses to give up there though. Gable refuses to give up there, but Black might force him to give up here. He's wrapped that shoulder up. Alistair Black is twisting that shoulder, and he has the hands over the throat. The referee's asking the question. Gable is saying no. Snapmare over from Chad Gable. He's got to find something here. Gable now. Look out. Over the top. Brilliant from Gable. Right back to the midsection. Right back to the midsection goes Gable. But he can't afford to mess around here. Chad Gable with a second wind of his own. Oh, hungs up. He hung him up on that top rope. And Chad Gable now sends him into the corner. And Gable with a shot. I think Alistair Black may have almost thrown his best punch. But we know he hasn't thrown his best kick yet because he hasn't thrown the Black Mass. It may be the only thing left in the arsenal as Chad Gable has him up. Look out. Gable. Oh, superplex down onto the midsection. That has got to be it. Gable. He ain't going to stop there though. Gable's going to go up top. Gable's going to go up top. This is brilliant strategy. Moonsault onto the midsection. 1, 2. No. There's no sit-up. There may be no fight left in Alistair Black. Gable can't believe it. There might only be one left. He might have to look for Chaos Theory. But Gable now trying to look for the German suplex. That snap German. That could be enough. Black got out of the way. Gable, oh, cutter, but he turned it into a dragon sleeper. And look at the grip, look at the torque. Gable may pass out here. Alistair Black has Gable locked up. But how much must this be hurting the midsection of Alistair Black, which would be already ringing? He can't hang on. Gable out of the way. Gable out of the way. Gable with a shot. Gable, look out, snap, German. Held on for the bridge, onto the midsection. Is it enough? No. But Gable, he's going to go for it again. Oh no, this could be it. This could be it. Back to the midsection. Gable's plan has been almost flawless. There's been a few chinks in the armour, but none bigger than that bandage. Gable trying to make him tap. He's trying to make him tap. Alistair Black again escapes though. Alistair Black again escapes. Black Mass, no, caught, rebuffed. Gable rebuffed it. Gable rebuffed it. And that could be it. Now he's got the ankle lock in. Gable, a submission specialist. Olympic level submissionist. And look out, Alistair Black again. Oh, Alistair Black threw him off. Is he going to try and hit it again here? No, Gable. Back to the midsection. It has been a perfect game plan from Chad Gable. And Gable, exhausted, backs up, checks the midsection again. And look at the writhing pain that he's in right now. And he's in even more. Because Gable hits a splash onto the midsection. And Gable's frustrated. Gable's had enough. Oh, no. No, hang on. Come on, Chad, you're better than this. Or is he? Is he better than this? Maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but Gable throws it down. Gable says, I'm going to do it. And this crowd actually approves of that. It's one of the only times you'll hear Chad Gable get cheered. He puts down the Singapore cane and he says, I've got a weapon of my own, and it's called the Chaos Theory. He loads him into the corner, and this is it. Gable is going to hit Chaos Theory. No. Oh! Gable got caught. Black Mass. Alistair Black only just narrowly pulls it out of the fire. This is the turning point. Gable, frustrated, went under the ring. He grabbed the Singapore cane, but then he said, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to venture down that path. I can beat this man of my own volition. Setting him up for the Chaos Theory. Rebuffed. Boom. Lights out. You don't have to give him much.
Here is your winner, Alistair Black.
Alistair Black. Battered and bruised, but not defeated tonight. Kurt Angle apologising to Sami Zayn here. Wants to inject Sami Zayn into the North American Championship picture. Well, I'm up for that. Sami owning up to trying to use that exposed turnbuckle as well. Well, I tell you what, Sami Zayn is up for the North American Championship opportunity. Well, that's the potential of it. He wants to put him in to the running for it. Zayn wants to earn his chances. Angle's up for that. Angle earned every chance he ever got. Kurt Angle doing the right thing by Sami Zayn, who really had his rightful place in this main event. snatched away from him by the underhanded tactics of Baron Corbin, but Zayn taking responsibility. And I'm going to take the responsibility right now to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that very North American Championship that we just had a conversation about is up for grabs right now. It's Matt Riddle. He's about to take on Bo Dallas.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT North American Championship.
Listen to the ovation for Bo Dallas, who makes his way to the ring here in Sydney, Australia, to fight for the North American Championship, but in his own words, to not only fight for the North American Championship, he's here to fight for his lineage. He's here to fight for what he believes is his family's legacy. He wants to be a mulligan, he wants to be a rotunda, but most importantly, he just wants to be himself. He himself said, I am not here to reinvent myself. I'm here to be myself. I am a professional wrestler from a professional wrestling family. And he believes that this is his rightful place as just that. And this crowd really appreciates Bo Dallas and where he's coming from. And this one should be an unbelievable contest, ladies and gentlemen. Two purists. And this is definitely a purist dream. We've already seen the chaos that was bait and done. But now we get to see the chaos. The King of Bros. Here's the North American Champion. What an ovation. Incredible. This is going to be a hell of a contest, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. This is unbelievable. Matt Riddle obviously striking a chord here in Australia. The King of Bros said, well, you know, I'm down to fight whoever. But he did not expect that person to be Bo Dallas. I don't think any of us expected it to be Bo Dallas. There's a couple of souvenirs for the crowd. He always brings a spare pair. The King of Bros is in the building. This is going to be white hot, ladies and gentlemen. Strap yourselves in. That's what it's all about. The first of 4 championship matches.
Introducing the challenger from Brooksville, Florida, weighing in at 234 pounds, Bo Dallas. And introducing the champion from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds. He is the NXT North American Champion, Matt Riddle.
Well, Matt Riddle holds the North American Championship aloft, potentially for the last time. At least for now. Bo Dallas, in an unprecedented first match back, will be challenging for the prestigious gold. It's Dallas. It's Riddle. It's underway. And these two, oh, Riddle, it's with a chop to kick it off. Welcome to the jungle, Bo. Bo Dallas backs him straight up into the corner. Will it be an amicable split? It is. And personal. Well, Riddle, if Bo Dallas wasn't awake, he's going to chop the ring rust right out of him. Bo Dallas has been doing a lot of work at the Performance Center. in almost like match simulation. Oh, Riddle got out of the way. Now Bo Dallas is going to link him up again. Bo Dallas maybe getting a little frustrated. Bo Dallas has been doing a lot of drills, a lot of match simulation, but it's nothing like actually getting in there in fierce competition. It's Riddle. Out, Riddle. Oh, he had the clasp broken. Oh, and there's a nice little receipt from Bo Dallas, who sends him in. And now Dallas, they link up again. This time it's an amicable split, but more of a forceful one. And the King of Pros is saying, let's do this. Oh, and a chop. Oh, and he answers back. But Riddle, oh, I tell you what, Riddles have a lot on him. But so do Dallas, and they are going to town on each other, and Dallas wins that little exchange. Bo Dallas, oh, another chop. And I think we've set the tone here between these two as Bo Dallas raining right hands down on Matt Riddle. Now Dallas, that shot right in the midsection again, and Bo Dallas doesn't look like there's much ring rust there to me. And when you're such a natural talent like Bo Dallas is, it's just like riding a bike, getting back in the ring. You might look a little different. Bo Dallas's beard's a little longer, his hair's a little longer. But oh, that same skill is there, and that fighter's instinct that is just bred into the very fabric of his DNA. Oh, look out there. Riddle got that bare foot right up into the grill. And now look at this. Oh, there's an overhand chop. And a shot, oh, and another chop. And these guys are absolutely going ham here. It's about as physical as we've seen so far. And Riddle lights him up. And Bo Dallas, out of instinct, goes to the outside of the ring. Oh, he was looking for another shot, but Dallas, that little bit of time that he took to recover was just enough for him to get back into the way. And look at this. This is a real slugfest at the moment. Got to say, I thought it would be maybe a little bit more technical, but Bo Dallas has bought the fight. And now look at this for Bo Dallas. And look at these knees here. The aggression is off the charts. And you feel like this is what Bo Dallas needed to bring here. He knew he needed to bring the aggression, and he's just raining those knees down right across the chest, trying to knock the wind out of Riddle, because you would have to argue that Riddle's cardio might be superior to that of Bo Dallas, particularly after Dallas being out of the ring for so long, and the MMA background really coming to the forefront here from Matt Riddle as he is throwing strikes, and I don't think it's a good strategy for Riddle to be going into a striking battle with probably the best striker we have on NXT, maybe in professional wrestling, period. Riddle's got a great grappling background, but he's striking after his UFC background. Oh, it's just second to none, and look at this. They are just throwing here. It's a chop fest looking for a German suplex, but Bo Dallas got out of the way. Bo Dallas looking for a German of his own, but again, Riddle rebuffs. Got to say, they're pretty even so far. It's Riddle now. He's throwing shots. He missed one of those shots. That'll happen in a fight. Get out Riddle, though. Hung him up on the top rope. And this is, like a lot of the matches tonight, a little bit chess-like here as Riddle gets a closer look at his opponent. Riddle looking for another shot. Another shot there from Bo Dallas, though, to the midsection. Matt Riddle, of course, with more reps, more matches under his belt in the last 12 months than Bo Dallas, but it doesn't seem to matter at the moment. But the longer this wears on, you feel like that might become a factor for Dallas. Oh, beautiful sit-out powerbomb there. Dallas wants him up to his feet. It's been an unbelievable night of in-ring action so far. It's only going to get better. As Bo Dallas picks him up, looking for a suplex. Didn't quite have it hooked. Didn't have it over the shoulder of Matt Riddle. But Riddle, oh, he delivered that kick right between the shoulders of Bo Dallas. Now Riddle sends him into the corner. Riddle with a full head of steam. Bo Dallas able to evade. Good quickness shown there from Bo Dallas. Hooks him up. Delivers a neck breaker. And now this time Riddle's the one rolling out of the ring to safety. And Bo Dallas ain't going to let him be out there. Ain't going to let that happen. As Bo Dallas is going to get him straight back in the ring. You can see the opportunity. And he's trying to seize the opportunity as Bo Dallas. And he lays that elbow right into the back of Matt Riddle. And now he plants the knee in the middle of the lower back. And he's going to work with this submission here as Bo Dallas, trying to get a submission or trying to get a pass-out victory. Submission victory over Matt Riddle. Imagine that to put on your resume. Not only that, but you'd be the NXT North American Champion. Oh, you get the feeling Riddle ain't going nowhere, though, with that overhand chop. It's Dallas fighting to recover. Oh, Riddle was looking for a knee, but Dallas, he rolled him up. This could be a perfect opportunity. Look at this. Beautiful here from Matt Riddle. Oh. Just escapes this Riddle. Now Bo Dallas plants him down again, and he's really doing a good job of smothering Riddle here. Not letting Riddle get that momentum going. But Dallas again, you just see him collapsed a little bit down to his knee. Maybe the cardio is a little bit off. First match back, it's for a title. You can get those adrenaline dumps. He started the match very hot. Oh, look at this Riddle. Just getting lit up by those chops. And now Dallas, look out, bounces off the ropes. Looking for the running Bulldog. No! It was rebuffed by Riddle, who got out of the way. And Riddle shot to the midsection. Look out, Fisherman Buster! Oh my God! Planted him down. 1, 2. That's knocked all the wind out of him. Oh, Dallas just kicks out. Dallas just kicks out, and Riddle, he wants to move the pace up a notch here, I reckon. Oh, there's a chop. Oh my God. These two are absolutely beating the hell out of each other. And that one turned him around. But Dallas, I think he wanted more. He ducked the kick. And now Dallas with a shot. Another chop. And Dallas is firing back. And it is turning into a slugfest here. Both of these men beating the living hell out of each other. All in the name of the North American Championship. Bo Dallas fighting for his legacy. And look at this. Just chop after chop here. These men are absolutely beating the hell out of each other. And Riddle collapses him down though. Again, you don't want to get into a striking battle with Matt Riddle. He's won every exchange. Riddle sends him into the corner. And now Riddle, look out. Dallas in trouble. Exploder into the corner. Folded him up like an accordion. And Riddle now. Oh, look out. Riddle like a cat to the top. Floating bro. That'll knock the air out of the lungs. 1, 2. Yeah! Hasn't this match gone up a notch now? Riddle with the pop-up floating bro, and he's just continuing to hammer away. Listen to this crowd. They're all on their feet. They know what this means. Oh, and another chop there from Matt Riddle. And Riddle's just chopping him. But here comes Dallas. Dallas is going to fire back here. Dallas is just throwing. He's just throwing, and a side Russian leg sweep takes Riddle down. Dallas is saying, I ain't going nowhere. But Riddle's had an answer for everything. But is he a little bit gassed now? Are we getting into deep water for Matt Riddle here? Look out. Oh, Riddle with a shot to the solar plexus. Riddle with a shot to the solar plexus, and another suplex from Riddle. And Dallas, that has rocked Bo Dallas to the core. That has rocked Bo Dallas to the core, who's got to be struggling in these deep waters. And now Riddle wheels around. Oh! What a knee! And Riddle all the way to the top. What is this? Senton, no! Into the awaiting knees of Bo Dallas. And oh, wait a minute. Bo Dallas hooked him up. Is he going to roll the dice? Bo Dallas rolls the dice. It's over. Massive upset. Dallas the cover 1. New North American champion. Riddle kicks out. This crowd all in this one. Oh my God, what a chop again. And Riddle again. Fires back. Dallas again. Both of these boys tough as nails. No, and Riddle throws back again. And Riddle, he wants more. Dallas is hunched over. Oh, here comes Dallas. Here comes Dallas. Chop after chop. Riddle in trouble. But no, rebuffed. Riddle rebuffed. Riddle picks him up. Spinning around. Oh my God. Tombstone. Or is it the Brostone? Is it over? Surely no. This is what you're going to expect. from NXT. Look at Riddle throwing, but that one didn't even register. He keeps answering back. He keeps standing in front of him. Riddle answers. Dallas answering with everything. Dallas throwing. But again, the striking battle against Riddle might not be a great idea, but Dallas is hanging in. It is an absolute slugfest. Bo Dallas now. What is this? What is Bo Dallas thinking here? Bo Dallas has thrown everything at Riddle. He's had an answer for everything, but now he's taken him to the high red district. He's taken him to the high red district. Oh, Riddle out of the way. Riddle out of the way. Forearm from hell. Look out. What is this? Oh my God. Destroyer. Destroyer from Riddle. Bro Derek. 1, 2. Riddle wins. I gotta say, what an unbelievable match. Bo Dallas succumbs. I thought it was over there. I thought it was over here. But Matt Riddle pulls the ultimate ace out of the hat. I tell you what, it may have come down to cardio, but it certainly wasn't down to skill. Bo Dallas brings the fight tonight. But Matt Riddle with the destroyer out of nowhere. Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, and still NXT North American Champion, Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle leaves Sydney as the North American Championship champion. But Matt Riddle will have left with a ton of respect, as Sydney has, for Bo Dallas. What a match! Well, ladies and gentlemen, strong words from Dakota Kai, but the strong matches continue. Up next, it's the Club versus the Revival. The Tag Team Championships. Who is going to walk out of Sydney with the titles? What a crazy night already. This is going to be hard-hitting to say the very least, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be hard-pressed to be as hard-hitting as Bo Dallas versus Matt Riddle, but I'm sure these boys will endeavour down into that territory. Two of the most experienced and two of the best teams that NXT has to offer. This should be real damn good. If the first of our 4 title matches is anything to go by, this is going to be pretty damn good.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 446 pounds, Dax Wilder and Scott Dawson, the Revival.
Well, who you got, ladies and gentlemen? Tag team titles on the line. Scott Dawson, Dax Wilder, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. 4 names absolutely synonymous with tag team wrestling all over the world. Of course, the Japanese legacy of Gallows and Anderson speaks for itself, and with the Revival multiple-time tag team champions here in WWE, and it would certainly seem impossible to split them. Could the X Factor indeed be Luke Gallows with the power advantage, or could it be the isolation of the Revival? We're about to find out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's all about. Those beautiful NXT Tag Team Championships. The referee holds them aloft. They glimmer in the night here in Sydney. Carl Anderson to start it off with Dax Wilder. Underway, Tag Team Championships on the line. He just sends that away and says, no chance. You're going to hit me with that. As Wilder runs at him. And Carl Anderson saying, no. You're going to have to do a hell of a lot better than that. And these two teams know each other so well. They would have studied all the tape. And of that, there is plenty of that tape. Look at this, looking for a leg lariat. Dax Wilder. Oh, yes. First point scored to the Revival, I would say. Wilder looking for a shot, looking to answer back and maybe get on that scoreboard, as I've just alluded to. And for that belly to belly, couldn't find it. Dax Wilder rakes the eyes, looking for the clothesline, couldn't find it. Carl Anderson, an outstanding exchange, and then hung him up on the top rope. Tag team wrestling at its finest here at TakeOver Sydney, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all so much for being with us here tonight. It's Carl Anderson, looks to take out Dax Wilder. Dax Wilder says ditto. Oh, look at that, just rings the ears, takes away the equilibrium of Carl Anderson. Now Dax Wilder, oh my goodness me, guillotines him on the bottom rope. Always makes me cringe when I see these athletes get in there and they their body on the line, but that one in particular just always makes you feel sick. You wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I'll tell you what, Dax Wilder doesn't want to be in this situation. Getting rolled up here. That is a tight cover there from Carl Anderson. This is the way these two teams operate. It's vastly different, but also very similar. It's Dax Wilder. Oh, look out. Here's Big LG now. Now, this is the X Factor in the match, in my opinion. Oh, my God. He just absolutely took him out. And look at this. Carl Anderson was still in the corner. And Luke Gallows had already taken out both members of the Revival. Big LG, in my opinion, is what separates these two teams. And that overhand chop almost separated the chest of Dax Wilder, who answers back. But oh! Luke Gallows has been here and done it all before. And they knew how big of a threat he was coming into this match, and he's really showing it here. But Gallows is absolutely taking it to Dax Wilder here. Scott Dawson hasn't even been to this match yet. And Gallows is almost just overpowering him in every single way. Throws up the two sweets as Dax Wilder is trying to struggle over here. But his equilibrium's off and he was struggling just towards the coalface again. And the Big LG, he could be the deciding factor in this match. He takes the Dax Wilder. Big LG, look out. Oh, big splash down into the cover, but he kicks out immediately. Maybe out of instinct here. Dax Wilder, this is usually the game of the Revival, is to isolate their opponent. Wilder now, he's going to fire back here. Wilder firing back on instinct alone here, I reckon. He just got absolutely crushed by Luke Gallows. And now Wilder, look out, he goes after the knee. And that could be the strategy right now. He just needed that little opening. He went after the knee. of Luke Gallows, and Wilder finally gets the tag. But you know, it ain't just a tag, and then the Revival just go back to the corner. It's never like that, and they have picked their mark here, as they often do, and it seems as though it could be the big, ample knee of Big LG. Look at this, just picking his moment, picking his mark here, and this is not good if you are Luke Gallows. It is not good if you are Carl Anderson, because they got that little opening, they found the knee, they went after the knee, and now successfully have him isolated in the corner. And this is the Revival's game. Back to the knee. They don't care which one it is. They'll work both of them, so he can't even walk out of here. Look at this. Look at this. Brilliant from Scott Dawson. And now Dash Wilder. Big LG's found himself in the real depths of it here. The real deep water of an isolation of the Revival. This is not good if you are Carl Anderson watching this, because look at the positioning in the ring as well. He's just hammering on that knee, and you're taking away the most important part of a tall man's offense, and that's his height, because he's on the ground. There's no reach advantage when you're laying on the ground and you're working over a limb, and that's exactly what the Revival are doing. Frequent tags, keeping each other fresh. And look at this, back to the well. It might look like a repeat, but I guarantee you it is anything but. Scott Dawson, oh, look at that. Further isolation, takes the leg again, takes it down, and he's almost looking at Carl Anderson as he does it. The ring awareness, the ring presence of the Revival is absolutely unparalleled. The match didn't go as they wanted at the start, but now it is exactly as they planned. This is exactly as they would wanted it to go, and look at this. Back to the well. It is just rinse and repeat right now, and now he goes for the submission. Very, very smart, and he sees Carl Anderson. Scott Dawson just told Dash Wilder that Carl Anderson was coming into the ring, and Dash Wilder walked straight over to him. Carl Anderson now going to get brought in the hard way and isolating Luke Gallows even further by taking out his teammate, his only ally in this match. And of course, you go after the biggest threat, the big dog, the X Factor, and you cut him down like a tree. And that is exactly what the Revival are doing here. Frequent tags. This is the key. And they have worn down, to be honest, the man that I didn't expect them to wear down. I didn't expect them to pick him, but they're opportunists. And that is exactly what the Revival does. They take an opportunity. Carl Anderson is still trying to recover on the outside, while they have the main man, the X Factor of the team, in my opinion, isolated here. Dash Wilder is catching his breath on the outside. Scott Dawson picks him up, backbreaker now. Just working from their hips down, and you can see them. They know. They're aware of their surroundings. The Revival is as good at this as anyone. Is it that really flashy style? Is it that high-flying tag team wrestling? No, it's not. But is it effective? You bet your ass it is. They always say no flips, just fist. And look at this. Rinse and repeat. Drags him out of the corner. Referee telling him to get out. He obeys the rules. He gets out. And there is no problems. And they are going back to the well again. Luke Gallows, he may have a knee injury right now. That meniscus may be torn right now because of these attacks here. Dash Wilder, do you think he cares? Absolutely not, because they want to be the tag team champions. Do they care if this isn't the high-flying tag team action? It absolutely isn't. And Luke Gallows is out on his feet, and Luke Gallows is in huge, huge trouble here. Gallows is in huge trouble, and now he's on the outside of the ring. And wait a minute, the referee, well, he's pushing Dash Wilder back. He's saying, the referee's saying, we need to get the medics out here. We need to get the medics out here right now. And look at this. They're concerned for the welfare of Luke Gallows, but Scott Dawson Scott Dawson now is going to the outside, and Carl Anderson's had enough here. Carl Anderson has had enough. Scott Dawson trying to take advantage. The referee's calling for the medics to check out the knees of Luke Gallows here. But these two have broken off, and it is on the outside. Carl Anderson has seen and heard enough here. Dash Wilder and Luke Gallows are the legal men, but the two non-legal men are now fighting down the ramp here. Carl Anderson and Scott Dawson are absolutely taking the fight to each other on the ramp. Carl Anderson has seen enough, he's heard enough. And Scott Dawson made the first move, but Carl Anderson may make the last here. As Dawson continues to throw here. Carl Anderson and Scott Dawson have fought all the way to the entrance area. And now, wait a minute, what the hell? Are they trying to stretcher him out here? They're trying to stretcher him out. These two have fought all the way behind the LED boards here. They're trying to stretcher him out. And, well, Dash Wilder's saying, come on, the match has got to be still on. And Dash Wilder can't really believe what he's seeing here. Dawson and Anderson have fought to the outside, but wait a minute, hey, they're trying to get him out, trying to get him medical attention. I don't know if the referee's called the match off yet. Surely the match is off. But they fought all the way to the backstage area here. We've finally got cameras back there. Chaos has absolutely ensued here. The medics were trying to take him back to test him. And look out. Oh my God. An Anderson-like spinebuster. And wait a minute, Dash Wilder is just screaming at the referee here. He wants the match to continue. Carl Anderson has been absolutely taken out backstage. Scott Dawson, look at this. The referee. What is going on here? The referee's confused. I'm confused. I don't think the referee called for the bell. This crowd not liking this at all from the Revival. This crowd is not liking this. Look at this. The referee's trying to tell Scott Dawson to stop, but Dawson ain't going to stop. He's just arguing with the referee. Luke Gallows can barely get up to his feet. A code breaker. Now here comes Scott Dawson. Dash Wilder I think he's intimidated the referee into continuing the match here. Carl Anderson's out backstage. Scott Dawson is returning to the ring. What is going on here? I think this match is continuing. This match should not continue. But oh, wait a minute. Big LG's going to continue to fight though. He's still got some fight left in him. He was on a stretcher. But Dash Wilder now sends him to the outside. This is very confusing. And I think the match is continuing though, ladies and gentlemen. The referee has deemed it to continue. He rolls him up here. Oh, the drop kick to the back. The drop kick to the back. But wait a minute. Gallows. He rolls him up. Is he going to steal it? No. It would have been just like on NXT when Carl Anderson stole the victory. But Dash Wilder now sends him back. Look out. Not again. Back to the knee. The referee's got to call this. The referee's got to call this. Why is this match continuing? Gallows was on a stretcher. The referee should have called the match then, but he didn't. And now Dash Wilder is hammering away on the knee of Luke Gallows, who in my opinion wasn't deemed fit to continue the match. The match should have been thrown out, or at the very least, the match handed to the Revival. But Gallows looked like he wanted to fight on. He still had something left, but there's nothing left now. The Shatter Machine. Gallows tried to fight on, but we have new tag team champions, and their name is the Revival. Albeit very, very controversial, ladies and gentlemen. Very convoluted. A lot to take in. But as far as I'm concerned, that's got an asterisk next to it. Yes, Luke Gallows fought on. Carl Anderson was taken out backstage. Gallows fought on. But it was out of instinct. The referee should have used his discretion. That's disappointing. It's very, very disappointing that is the way that this has had to go.
Here are your winners, Dash Wilder and Scott Colson, the Revival.
Well, I must say, it is somewhat of a tainted victory, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that's an issue that's far from over. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you who have contributed to this amazing cause. It really is a privilege of mine to be able to have you guys watch each and every single video. It really means a lot that you would, in particular, in these uncertain times, open your hearts, open your wallets to what is an issue that is very, very close to my heart. I have family members, I have friends who were deeply affected by this bushfire crisis, and the fact that I can do this and make my small contribution, and you can make your contributions as well, and we can do it as a community, truly means the world. I thank you so, so much, and enjoy the rest of the show. Well, the action's gonna roll on, ladies and gentlemen. The Women's Championship, Sasha Banks versus Asuka, is right here, right now. Massive ovation for the Empress, as would be expected. Here she comes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. The Women's Championship. The vacant Women's Championship. Will the Empress of Tomorrow become the Empress of Today? That is the big question. Asuka in the building to a raucous reception. This is going to be a real good one. What a night so far. Incredible. But what isn't incredible is this reception.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks makes her way to the ring with a less than flattering ovation from Sydney. This is a crowd that clearly has seen the actions of Sasha Banks and is condemning her for those actions. Wow. But it certainly doesn't look as though Sasha Banks really cares. Can she etch her legacy right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen? That is the big question. Sasha Banks just ignoring her opponent, Asuka. She can't ignore her now, because they are going to do battle for the NXT Women's Championship. Referee holds it aloft. Asuka, Banks, here we go. Underway, and Sasha Banks is talking all kinds of smack to Asuka here. Banks is right in the face of, oh! And Asuka absolutely levels Sasha Banks. And this crowd loved that. That's one way to shut the mouth of Sasha Banks. Oh, Asuka replies as Banks tries to get her momentum rolling. But Asuka, oh, look out. She was looking at that hip attack, but the hip was the thing that hit the top turnbuckle. And a Meteora from Sasha Banks and a shot right to the spine. And Banks has got this back on her terms right now. Well, Sasha drops her, and then the disrespect follows. It didn't take long, but Asuka doesn't take her long to rebuff either. Sasha Banks taken down by Asuka. Now Asuka with these strikes. Two of the most dangerous women in the business. And the knee sends Banks all the way to the outside. She said if you're going to squirt a few, now might be the time. As Asuka, as Sasha Banks sends her in. Oh my God. What a forearm from Asuka. And Asuka gets back in the ring and says, hey, bring the fight to me. Sasha Banks says absolutely. Sends her in, but Banks was quick enough to get out of the way of Asuka there. That was brilliantly done. Whether you don't like her or not, oh my God, Banks just took her over the top. This crowd not fond of Sasha Banks. Everything she does is drawing the ire of the crowd. Sasha Banks now could slow the pace and wear down Asuka, and wow, you don't often see Asuka getting overwhelmed. That is exactly what's happening right now with Sasha Banks. This new edge, this new look Sasha Banks. Taking it to Asuka, and already Sasha is right there on the ascendancy here. There's Asuka now. Oh, look at that. That's a shot right to the... Oh, my God. Almost throwing a kick whilst disrespecting Asuka and sending her back down to the canvas. And Asuka might... This could be over real quick. When have you seen Asuka in this much trouble? But Asuka this time she hits the hip attack on Sasha Banks. This time she's able to hit it. Now, sends Banks off. Ducks under, leaps over the top. Asuka with a full head of steam and then a knee right to the sternum. And Asuka, she could play that game as well. And then, oh, well, that's not what you want to be on the end of if you are Sasha Banks. And Asuka now welcoming the fight. As Asuka, this crowd's just been red hot all night here for TakeOver. Unbelievable matches that we've seen. We've seen Matt Riddle retain. We've seen the Revival become new tag team champions, albeit under very controversial circumstances. And I have word that the 3 words said by Kalisto stand for death from above. And oh, that might be death from above for Asuka as well, with those double knees from Sasha Banks. And Banks now with a snap suplex, float over pin into the cover here. 1, 2, and those knees really took their toll on Asuka. Sasha Banks now with a dragon sleeper. Is that all the way cinched in? It seems to be over the top of Asuka's head, not so much over the neck. And that's why Asuka's able to get free with those knees. The educated feet of Asuka coming in handy right there as she throws Banks down. And now Asuka is going all the way to the top. Oh, seated drop kick. And that could be enough to turn the tide of this match. And Asuka flips her around. Oh my God. Stacked her up. Referee, perfect position for the cover. Oh, but Asuka was sent back. She was sent back by that kick, but Asuka regained her momentum. And now Asuka sends her in. Gonna load her up, High Rent District. We've seen this all night. Everyone in this roster has been throwing caution to the wind. Asuka is absolutely no different with a superplex, and I reckon we might be on even keel now. Asuka is calling her on. Asuka now searching, finding that boot. And now Sasha Banks is down into the cover. 1, 2, enough? No. And Asuka is going to slow the pace down and wear down Sasha Banks again. We talk about it all the time. Making your opponent wear your weight. Carry it all. Wear them down. And Asuka is doing just that to Sasha Banks right now. Crucial point in the matchup. Sasha Banks trying to find something. The crowd here in Sydney do not want that. They do not want Sasha to fight in this fight. But that's what they're going to get. Sasha Banks, look out! Oh my God, Shining Wizard finds its mark. And Sasha Banks now, she took her time. She took too much time because Asuka recovered. And then took out Sasha Banks. On the apron. And Sasha, the shot there. But it was rebuffed by Banks and she sent her back in the ring. And this could be the opportunity for Sasha Banks here. Sasha Banks now, all the way to the top rope. Looking to send and throw caution all the way into the wind here. Banks now on the top. Asuka trying to recover. I don't know if you really want to. Asuka saw her coming. She was playing possum. Asuka was playing possum now. Massive backdrop. And Asuka nailed her with the backdrop. Picks a perfect positioning. Oh, Banks rebuffed though. Banks saw her opportunity. Flew her off the ropes and Banks. Oh, Thez press. Shades of the great Stone Cold and the great Lou Thez. Thez press followed up by the right hands. And here comes Sasha Banks. Hangs her up on the ropes. And now Banks. Oh, what is she thinking here? Sasha Banks. Uh-oh. Look out. Look out. Turned her inside out with a neck breaker. Turned her inside out with a neck breaker. And now Sasha Banks to the top with a splash. No water in the pool. No water in the pool. And Asuka is firing up. She sees her opportunity. Asuka ducks under. Oh my God, what a hook kick. What a hook kick from Asuka. Spinning soul butt. Hip attack. Cover. 1, 2. No. But Asuka ain't gonna stop. Dragon Sleeper applied. Dragon Sleeper applied. Asuka has it wrenched in. Banks escapes. Banks escapes. Shot. She could be looking to bankrupt Asuka's chances of being the women's champion. Down into the cover. 1, 2. It's surely enough. It's not enough. Banks is growing frustrated. This crowd on their feet. They desperately want to see Asuka walk out of here as the women's champion. But Sasha Banks wants the absolute opposite. Oh, what a reversal from Asuka. Bringing those educated feet to fruition here. And Asuka lining up Banks here. Look out. Oh, shot to the midsection. But she caught her. She caught her off the momentum. Gutbuster from Asuka. Gutbuster from Asuka. And now she's got the guillotine locked in. She's got the body grapevine. Asuka, this is your opportunity. Asuka has it in. That is locked in. It is cinched in deep. But look at this from Banks. Fighting out. She fights out. And Sasha Banks with a forearm that takes Asuka to a knee. Oh, and a disrespectful slap. A disrespectful slap. And now she's just going to disregard her to the outside of the ring. But I don't reckon she's going to stop there. Sasha Banks knows what she wants. Full head of steam, my God. These two women are bringing it now. Sasha Banks now. Gonna send her into the corner. And Banks, oh, what a shot to the, oh my God, Sasha Banks. Shades of the late great Eddie Guerrero. And Banks has called her on. She wants to put her away. Sasha Banks, looking for the Banks statement. Will she make a statement in Sydney here? Is she going to make the ultimate statement? Banks' statement locked in on Asuka. Asuka can't get to the ropes. Asuka might have to pass out or tap out. Oh, Asuka reversed it. Same way as Mia Yim was able to beat Sasha Banks. Can she get her this time? No. Sasha Banks kicked out. Sasha Banks kicked out. Asuka went for the kick. Banks got out of the way again. Banks got out of the way again. And mounted her again. It's personal. Banks is showing that edge. But Banks may have thrown herself out of this here. She's absolutely exhausted. She's looking for answers, but she's finding absolutely none from Asuka. Asuka keeps asking more questions. Two of the most violent women in NXT, and Asuka sends her up in a massive clothesline. My goodness. And Asuka still showing the flair that we've come to know and love from the Japanese buzzsaw. And she sends her in again. And Asuka loads her up again. Oh no. Banks rebuffed. Banks rebuffed, looking for the Meteora. But Asuka got out of the way. Asuka got out of the way. Asuka lock. Asuka lock. Asuka lock is in. Middle of the ring. Referee desperately asking a question. But Sasha Banks is even more desperately trying to escape. Banks is desperate to get out. She has to. She doesn't have an option or she's gonna lose. Oh, what an elbow right to the eye socket there from Sasha Banks. High drama here in Sydney. Banks sends her to the apron and Banks ultimately sending her to the floor. And a desperate Sasha Banks is going after Asuka here. The crowd on their feet. Sasha Banks continues to hammer away. Sends her to the... What is she doing? Surely not. Surely not. Sasha Banks thought about it and pulled out the chair. For God's sake. Oh, but she gave Asuka enough time. She gave Asuka enough time to recover here. And Asuka says, we're doing this in the ring. We are doing this in the ring. We're doing this the right way. Oh, but look out. Oh. Banks, reversal. Banks, reversal. Sends her into the corner. And now Sasha Banks is going to load her up to the high red district here. Oh, but Asuka's fighting her off here. Asuka's trying to get down. She doesn't need this. But Sasha Banks is going to fight. Sasha Banks, oh my God, the sickening elbows on the top. The sickening elbows on the top. What the hell is she doing? Oh my God! Avalanche poison runner. 1, 2. Asuka kicks out. Banks can't believe it. Banks can't believe it. She slaps Asuka, but Asuka rises. But she slaps her down again. But here she comes again. Asuka wants more. Can you believe it? There's something in the air. Avalanche poison runner. Banks continues to throw. Asuka continues to throw. This crowd is going absolutely bananas here. Oh, what a shot. That's a knockout shot. That's a knockout shot. Banks has thrown everything. Asuka lock again. Asuka lock again for a second time. For a second time. But has Asuka got what it takes to hang on for the appropriate amount of time here? The Asuka lock is locked in. Sasha Banks, she's been in there so long. There's no way. But Asuka in a weakened state after that avalanche poison rana. Couldn't hold it. Banks could. Banks will. But Asuka will not wilt. Turns her around. German suplex, my God. These women are tearing it apart in Sydney. They'll do and stop at nothing. Asuka tries to throw a shot. Banks refuses. Knees again. Knees again from Sasha Banks. And Banks now sends Asuka over the top. And now look out. Oh, Asuka landed on that chair. Asuka landed on that chair. And Sasha Banks, I think she has an idea in that sadistic mind of hers. She has an idea. Asuka is perilously close to that chair. Oh my God. Meteor on the chair on the floor. Asuka is out. Asuka has nothing left. But Banks, bankrupt. Bankrupt. Asuka has nothing left. She's out on her feet. Bank statement locked in. Sasha Banks is your new NXT Women's Champion, but it was with the aid of that chair on the floor. What an unbelievable turn of events. Look at this from Sasha Banks. She has the idea, and then from the apron, Meteora onto the chair. Bank statement, and that is all she wrote. What a match. And oh, wait a minute, Sasha Banks, she ain't even celebrating the victory. Sasha Banks is not even celebrating the victory, and now look at this. Sasha Banks, oh no, wait a minute. No. Not like me and him as well. Sasha Banks, come on. What the hell is this? What the hell has gotten into this woman? She's not even celebrating with the title. She's more in, she just wants destruction. Oh, wait a minute. Io Shirai. And Sasha Banks is getting the hell out of there. Io Shirai. And she's talking. Sasha Banks is getting the hell out of there. But Io Shirai is no longer coming soon. Io Shirai has arrived in NXT. That's what I'm talking about. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. We're going to throw it to Jimmy Elgin, who has a special guest. Well, Baron Corbin has words for the Australian public, and they have words for him. It's time for the main event of the evening for the NXT Championship. Baron Corbin coming out to a chorus of boos here. He claims he's the real hero. Sydney begs to differ. Oh, God.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the NXT Championship. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds.
Well, you can barely hear his music. You can barely hear the ring announcer. I can barely hear myself think, ladies and gentlemen, that Baron Corbin could be the most hated man in the history of this company. Baron Corbin, to a chorus of boos, claims he's the real hero for Australia in this situation. But we know there's only one. The ovation speaks for itself. Buddy Murphy is in the homeland. Buddy Murphy is rolling in to take over Sydney to look to win the biggest match of his career, draped in the Australian flag, as we make money for the Australian people and bushfire relief. Everyone in this country knows someone who was affected. Buddy Murphy himself knows people who were affected. Tonight, he fights for them. He fights for us. He fights for NXT. But Buddy Murphy fights for the right to call himself the NXT champion. Many, and maybe rightfully so, have called this a one-match show. Particularly the people here in Australia. This is the big one. This is the one we want to see him bring home. Baron Corbin, the most hated man in professional wrestling, versus the Australian hero in his homeland. It's for the NXT title. It's the main event. It's Corbin. It's Murphy. It's underway. Here we go. And listen to this place. There is an army that stands behind Buddy Murphy. Australia, the world stands behind Murphy, and here we go. We're underway, and Buddy Murphy is underway. And he's going straight at Corbin, and he sends him straight to the outside, and Murphy's wasted no time here. Buddy Murphy is going straight after Baron Corbin. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Murphy taking the fight to him. There ain't even a hint of a split crowd here in Sydney. Everyone on board with Murphy. As Murphy is picking up the heat, picking up the pace, and taking it to Corbin here. Right hand after right hand. Corbin a little bit overwhelmed here. Look at Buddy Murphy go. Murphy getting the crowd on his side. It's going to be a huge factor in this one. Corbin sent into the corner, and Murphy continues to hammer away. Buddy Murphy with the overwhelming crowd noise, but the overwhelming offense as well. Buddy Murphy's throwing everything at him here. Corbin fires back, and the crowd hate it. They don't want to see it. And here comes Murphy. Such a biased crowd, it is insane. The noise in here is incredible. But Corbin, Irish whip reversal. And now Corbin with the opportunity to try and level the playing field. Corbin really needs to take the crowd out of this. But Murphy is not going to have that. He rolls him up, rolls him through. Is it enough here? No. Corbin kicks out at one, but Corbin rolls over, cover of his own here. And Murphy rises up. Unbelievable strength to get the big man over. And now the backslide for Murphy here. No, just a one count. But Baron Corbin is so overwhelmed by the offense here at the moment. The crowd behind Buddy Murphy like no one you've ever seen. And now Corbin. Oh, Murphy. Irish whip reversal. Look out. Corbin slid out of the ring. We've seen it before. And Corbin needs to take the crowd out of it. It's exactly what he's got to do. Slow the pace here. It's a hostile environment for Corbin, but he thrives on it. Just like that. The advantage of Murphy's taken away by Corbin. Needs to slow the pace. This is very good, whether you like him or not. And I'm very biased in this situation. Buddy Murphy, from my hometown in Melbourne. He is our hero here tonight. But Baron Corbin is a dangerous competitor. And he's taking the crowd out of this here. He thrives on the boos. He thrives on the deadening of the crowd. And Buddy Murphy got the hot start, but Baron Corbin has been able to cut it off here. But Murphy is still fighting, as we know he will, and the crowd rises with him. And Buddy Murphy throwing at Corbin here. And this is exactly what he needs to do, continue the pace. But Murphy, he's looking a little bit sweaty, he's looking a little bit gassed here at the moment. And Corbin's going to take advantage of that. Because the longer this goes on, and you can hear the crowd now, the crowd just taken out of it a little bit. They do not like this man at all. Buddy Murphy got off to the hot start, but Baron Corbin, as he has done all the way through the NXT Championship tournament, has been able to take the crowd out of it, slow the pace. Baron Corbin now sends Buddy Murphy into the corner. And that is not good. Beal throw into the corner again. And Buddy Murphy is working to try and get himself back to his feet, but it ain't working. Corbin has the crowd in the palm of his hand here at the moment. And that is a dangerous proposition, as Corbin now continues to throw the right hands at Buddy Murphy, collapsing him into the corner. And Corbin's really getting under the skin of just the general public all around the world, let alone Sydney. Listen to this. They are absolutely hating this from Baron Corbin at the moment. You can't argue with the offense. And Buddy Murphy, though, he's going to throw back. He's going to throw back. You know he's going to come back. He ain't going to lay down here. Murphy, oh, look out. He's thrown to the outside by Corbin, though. Thrown to the outside by Corbin. Referee begins the count. It's Corbin now. Oh. Set Buddy Murphy in. And now just decimating him with those right hands. And Murphy, the pace has been slow to this match, and that is a big concern. Oh, into the ring post there, that LED post. There's absolutely no give. And yep, Baron Corbin feeding off the crowd as we knew he would. People in the front row are really giving it to Baron. Apologise if you pick any of that up in the mic. Baron Corbin doesn't care, and that's the risk that you take. Yes, the crowd's biased. Yes, it's 100% Murphy to 0% Corbin, but my goodness, he thrives on this. He loves this. Look at him talking trash to Buddy Murphy. He's thriving on all of this, but Buddy Murphy fires back with the boot. Buddy Murphy fires back with the boot snap there, and then lines him up with a shot. And now Murphy, he's got to look to turn up the heat here. Got to look to try and turn up the pace. And that's exactly what Murphy's doing now. And Buddy Murphy now with the run up. And look out! A little ode to a fellow Australian Emma. Shades of the Emmamite sandwich. And now Buddy Murphy with a full head of steam. He's picking up the pace now. He's picking up the pace now. And Buddy Murphy, look at this. Oh my! Flies to the outside. And Buddy Murphy back in the ring now. And he's calling Corbin on, who's trying to get back to his feet. But here he comes again. The crowd is back on their feet. And Buddy Murphy is calling him again. Murphy feeding off the energy of Sydney, feeding off the energy of Australia. He's going to go through the middle road now. Murphy is turning up the heat. Surely not again. Surely not again. The crowd want it again. Buddy Murphy now. Size him up. Spaceman Plaza. Forget NXT. It could be NX Murphy. Sydney on their feet. Baron Corbin in a world of trouble. Meteora. Buddy Murphy to the top. Look out again. Held on. Cover. 1, 2. No. Sydney, you're going to try to get your boy over the line here. Buddy Murphy is throwing with everything he's got. And Murphy, oh no, Corbin out of the way. Corbin got out of the way. Sends him up, fires him up. Oh my God. Deep 6. 1, 2. Yes, he kicks out. Baron hit deep 6 and now he's arguing with the referee here. I think he was going to slug him. I reckon he was considering a right hand and now he's arguing with the referee that was a 3 count. Corbin's arguing with the referee that was a 3. And now he goes after Murphy, but he gave him too much time to recover. And now Buddy Murphy again is firing up. Oh, Corbin rebuffs again. And then a shot to the midsection. And now Corbin picks him up and plants him down. But Murphy, very smart, instinctually rolls out of the ring. And Baron Corbin, look at this, to the outside. Bit of misdirection. And now grabs Murphy and slams him onto the apron. Man, I thought that flurry of offense, that unbelievable flurry of offense from Murphy would have been enough. But instead, Baron Corbin is just turning the screws again on the outside. Of course it'll be on the outside. Corbin sending Murphy into the ring. Elbow off the bridge of the nose and then dropping the leg drop down. And Baron Corbin. Oh, look at this now, Baron Corbin. Well, he's saying, if you like this flippy-dippy stuff, then I'm going to show you. Anything you can do, I can do better. And Baron Corbin standing on the top rope to the ire of the crowd, and he delivers a hell of a clothesline. And look at Corbin now. He's lining him up. He might be thinking end of days here. And it could be. No, picks him up. Oh my God. Choke slam backbreaker from Corbin. 1, 2. You've got to kick out. He does. Murphy finds it. He's digging down deep. He's got another person in the ring almost with him. With this partisan Australian crowd. Midsection shot. Oh, and another one there for Baron. And another one collapses him into the corner. And Corbin now. Corbin again, just talking all kinds of trash to Buddy Murphy here. And Baron Corbin, he might be looking to put him away. What the hell is this? Oh no! Inverted Alabama slam. Cover. 1. You've got to kick out. He does. Corbin's growing in frustration. Now. It ain't about the crowd now, Baron. You're one-on-one with one of the toughest son of bitches in the world. Murphy's hanging on. Corbin is desperate here. And Corbin's going to send him into the corner again. And Corbin laces him with a right hand. And now Corbin. Oh no. Corbin, he's going to do it again. But Murphy reversed it. Poison Rana. Corbin's out. Corbin's done. Murphy to the top. Yes. Swanton bomb off the Poison Rana. It's going to be it. Baron Corbin kicks out. They're on him. They want him to go up again. What has he got on the outside? Oh, this time! Oh my God! Buddy Murphy, moonsault from hell! No! It was so close! Buddy Murphy, Sydney are on their feet. They're stamping their feet. And Murphy is looking for anything. Oh no, Corbin got out of the way. Murphy sent to the outside. Murphy sent to the outside, but look at Corbin. No, not again, for God's sake, you son of a bitch. And the referee's stopping him from going to the outside here. But I don't think the referee has seen that exposed turnbuckle. I don't think the referee's seen the exposed turnbuckle. He had his back turned to Corbin just like Zayn. And Baron Corbin has Buddy Murphy in a hell of a lot of trouble here. And Corbin, oh, he missed. Buddy Murphy, he gave him too much time. He gave Murphy too much time. And now Murphy, yes, sent him into the exposed turnbuckle. Come on, Buddy, look out. No, he moved again. Not again, for God's sake. End of days. No, Murphy reversal. Murphy reversal. Send him into it again. Buddy Murphy sent him into the exposed turnbuckle that was exposed by Corbin himself. And now Murphy, what is this? He picks him up. Murphy, oh my God! Buckle bomb on the exposed turnbuckle. Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law. 2. Yes, yes. Buddy Murphy does it. Buddy Murphy does it! In his home country, that was the turning point. Murphy threw everything at him. And ultimately, Baron Corbin impales himself on his own sword. But I thought it was history repeating when Murphy missed into the exposed turnbuckle and it looked like a Sami Zayn situation all over again, but Murphy, unbelievable reversal, reverses it, and then a buckle bomb onto the exposed turnbuckle into Murphy's Law for the biggest win in this young man's career. And very appropriately, Buddy Murphy goes to the very corner with that exposed turnbuckle. Ladies and gentlemen, your new NXT champion in his homeland, in our motherland, Buddy Murphy.